Yes, yo. Welcome to Football Light. We're keeping it casual and the vibe is right. As always, I'm your host, Sammy. And on today's episode, we are going to be bringing you transfer news. Let's get started. Trevor Chalobah has been informed he is not part of Chelsea's long-term plans and is expected to leave the club this summer. Chelsea are open to a sale as part of their defensive overhaul, but the club believed to be valuing the defender between 30 to 35 million euros. Premier League interest is growing with Newcastle and West Ham both monitoring the situation closely and ready to compete for his signature. Chalobah's versatility across centre-back and defensive midfield combined with his Premier League experience makes him an attractive option ahead of the summer window. Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire, now 32, has had a mixed few seasons at Old Trafford, but has recently revived his form under manager Michael Carrick after interim spells. Early praise from teammates and pundits. He would repeatedly be willing to take a significant pay cut in order to stay at the club, even though he could earn more elsewhere as a free agent, including interest from clubs in Saudi Arabia and Italy. Inside the dressing room, many players think it would be madness not to offer him a new deal, valuing his leadership and experience. Talks are ongoing and gradual rather than rushed. Both sides want to find an agreement acceptable on salary and contract length. If an agreement is reached, it would likely include a lower base wage and possibly performance-related bonuses to bridge expectations. However, if no deal is struck, Maguire could still leave on a free transfer at the end of the season, which is what United are trying to avoid financially. Xabi Alonso was approached by Olympique de Marseille to become their next head coach after the departure of Roberto De Zerbi, but he declined the offer. The Spaniard reportedly didn't want to join because of internal instability around the club and uncertainty over its future direction. Marseille's sporting department has been in flux. Director of football Benatia briefly offered his resignation, and internal power shifts involving ex-president Pablo Longoria have raised concerns about long-term planning. This chaotic environment likely made the job less appealing to Alonso, who is being selective about his next move. Is Garnacho leaving Chelsea this summer? Let's find out. Alejandro Garnacho's future at Chelsea FC is now increasingly uncertain. With a summer departure firmly on the table, the young winger arrived at Stamford Bridge with big expectations. But despite flashes of promise, his long-term role under the current coaching setup remains unclear. Sources suggest Chelsea may look to offload him if he does not fit into the club's plans moving forward. Premier League suitors are circling. Arsenal FC are reportedly monitoring Garnacho as they consider adding depth to the attacking options. Newcastle FC are also keeping tabs, seeing him as a potential exciting young talent to bolster their squad. Chelsea could look to cash in or include performance-based clauses in any deal, making him a high-value target for interested clubs. This summer window will likely decide his next destination, with talks expected to intensify in the coming months. Thank you for listening. See you in our next episode.